Hey everyone, and welcome to another deep dive. Today we're going to be talking about...
The Greenland shark?
That's right, the Greenland shark. Which
But
is
fascinating creature.
a truly fascinating creature. And the reason we're talking about it is because...
There was some new research?
Yeah, brand new research.
That came out.
That came out about this shark.
Looking at its genome.
Yeah, the whole genome.
The entire genome has been sequenced.
Which is amazing because...
No small feat.
That's a big deal.
With this shark.
Yeah,
so
so
let's dive in.
Let's talk about it. So the Greenland shark is found
in the cold, deep waters, the North Atlantic.
Yeah, the North Atlantic and the Arctic Ocean.
Yeah, the Arctic Ocean.
And
what's really remarkable about this shark
is one of the things
is its lifespan.
Yes, it's incredible lifespan.
That
I mean,
is
we're talking
hundreds of years, potentially exceeding 400 years.
Yeah, I mean that's like
it's mind-boggling.
It is mind-boggling how long these things live. I mean, think about all the changes a Greenland shark has seen. I mean, they might have been swimming around when Shakespeare was writing Hamlet.
That's right.
That's crazy. So this new research that I mentioned, they were finally able to sequence the complete genome of the Greenland shark.
And this is a huge accomplishment.
I mean, a huge accomplishment. It's not easy to sequence a genome like that.
Right. Especially,
and it turns out
a large genome like this.
It's the largest genome.
Yes.
Among all the cartilaginous fish.
All cartilaginous fish.
That have been sequenced so far. So sharks and rays.
Sharks, rays, skates, chimeras.
All those guys.
So
that in itself is like a major scientific feat.
It really is.
Because,
sequencing...
Trying to put together a puzzle.
These large genomes of billions of pieces. And a lot of those pieces look really similar.
Right. That's tedious work.
It's a huge challenge.
Yeah. So what did they find when they put all these pieces together?
First things they found is that the Greenland shark shares an ancient whole genome duplication event with other cartilaginous fish. So... Basically, way back in their evolutionary history, the common ancestor of Greenland sharks and all these other cartilaginous fish basically copied its entire genome.
So, like, doubled it.
A backup copy for everything.
Well, not exactly. It's not as simple as that. It's more like having extra ingredients.
Extra genetic material.
Yeah, extra genetic material to work with. So,
to experiment with evolutionarily.
That's right.
Yeah.
This duplication event may have been a real turning point in their evolution and contributed to all sorts of traits we see in modern sharks, including potentially their long lifespan.
Their longevity. Okay, so it's not as simple as just saying, like, double the genes, double the lifespan.
Right. There's more complex than that.
A lot more going on. So what else?
What else did they find?
Yeah, what else did they find in this treasure trove of genetic information?
They found that Greenland sharks have a whole bunch of genes related to DNA repair.
Oh, interesting.
So it's like their cells.
They're really good at
have this incredible
their DNA
repair crew that's constantly on call, 24/7, patching up any damage that occurs.
So they're like the superheroes.
That's a great analogy
of DNA maintenance. And does that mean that they're less likely to?
Well, it certainly seems that way. These DNA repair mechanisms could be protecting them from the kind of wear and tear that leads to aging. And age-related diseases.
In other animals, including us.
Interesting. So they've got this top-notch repair team working on their DNA. Anything else that makes them so special.
Their immune system is incredible, too.
Oh, wow. Tell me about that.
They have an expanded set of genes that are dedicated to fighting off infections and diseases.
So like a superpowered immune army.
Exactly. It's like they have this army always on alert.
Always on alert. So not only can they fix their DNA like nobody's business, but they're also built to resist getting sick.
That's right.
In the first place. I mean, talk about a winning combination.
A winning combination.
For a long, healthy life.
Exactly.
I mean, it really makes you wonder how these adaptations might help us understand aging in other species.
It does.
Including our own.
It really does.
It really does make you wonder.
Yeah.
What else is going on?
There's so much we don't know yet.
Yeah. About these incredible creatures.
This research gives us so many clues to follow up on.
Yeah, what kind of clues?
For example, scientists are really interested in this thing called the NFP pathway.
The NFP pathway.
So, what is that?
It's basically like a communication system inside cells.
kind of like a cellular internet.
A cellular internet.
Yeah. And it plays a big role in how our bodies respond to stress.
Okay.
Fight off infections, repair damage.
So a lot of important stuff.
Exactly. Crucial stuff.
Okay. So how does this cellular internet?
How does this relate to the Greenland shark?
Yeah.
And its super long lifespan?
Yeah.
Well, Greenland sharks have way more genes involved in this pathway compared to other sharks, which suggests that
so they have
it'll evolve
a really finely tuned control over this system.
Yeah.
So it's like they've optimized.
That's a good way to put
their cellular internet.
Yeah.
For longevity.
Yeah.
That's fascinating. What's so special about that?
Well, you see, the NFB pathway can be a bit of a double-edged sword.
Oh, how so?
Well, on the one hand, it helps us heal and stay healthy.
Right.
But if it gets out of whack, it can lead to inflammation and even cancer. So it's all about balance.
Right.
Finding the right balance.
Keeping things in check.
Exactly. And it seems like the Greenland shark may have figured out the perfect balance.
Oh, wow.
For keeping this pathway.
Wow.
Working in their favor.
For hundreds of years. That's incredible. You know, it really does sound like these sharks have some serious life hacks.
Yeah.
That we need to.
There's a lot we can learn from them.
Yeah, a lot we can learn from them. Speaking of things we can learn, there was another thing.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to touch on.
One more.
From the research.
Fascinating thing.
Yeah.
About their genes. They have several genes related to cancer.
Okay.
That seem to have undergone positive selection.
Positive selection?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means that those genes have changed in a way. That gives the sharks a survival advantage.
So like a beneficial mutation.
Yeah, you could think of it that way. And this could be a clue as to why they don't seem to get cancer as often as we would expect for an animal.
Shouldn't an animal
that lives so long,
that lives that long,
and has so many cells,
be more likely to get cancer?
You would think so, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
Sorry, I mean, cancer is basically
uncontrolled cell growth.
Yeah. And the more times your cells divide, the higher the chances that something could go wrong. That's why
bigger animals
with more cells should theoretically have a higher risk of cancer. But this doesn't seem to apply
to the Greenland shark.
Greenland sharks.
So maybe those positively selected genes are the key.
Oh, the key
to their cancer resistance.
It's possible. Scientists are still trying to figure out exactly how it works, but it's a very exciting area of research.
It is. It really makes you wonder if unlocking the secrets of these genes could lead to new ways to prevent or treat cancer in humans.
That's the hope.
Yeah.
It's a fascinating question. And this research opens up
a lot of
whole new avenues for exploring cancer resistance and longevity.
Absolutely. So we've talked about their DNA repair, their immune system, their possible cancer resistance, all incredible stuff. But I'm curious about something else. You know, how do they protect their bodies from the physical damage of living?
Good question.
In such a harsh environment.
Yeah.
I mean, those icy waters must take a toll.
That's a great question. And remember those expanded gene families?
Yeah.
Linked to immunity we talked about earlier. Well, it turns out some of them aren't just about fighting off infections.
Oh.
They might also play a role in repairing tissue damage.
So it's like their immune system doubles as a repair crew for wear and tear.
Exactly. It's like they have this built-in system for constantly patching themselves up.
No, that's impressive. It's like having a self-healing superpower.
It really is. And it highlights how important it is to look at
the bigger picture. When studying an animal's adaptations.
You can't just focus on one thing in isolation.
Right.
Everything is connected.
That's a great point. And speaking of connections, I'm curious about their senses. We know they live in a dark world, but how do they find their way around?
Well, their vision is certainly adapted for their environment. They evolved a type of blue-shifted vision.
Blue-shifted vision.
Yeah, which basically means
what does it mean?
That they can see the wavelengths of light that penetrate the deepest into the ocean.
So they see the world
pretty much
in shades of blue.
Yeah, but their vision isn't their only tool for navigating their world. They also
they got other senses.
Rely heavily on their sense of smell.
Also, they're like, The bloodhounds of the deep sea.
You can see it.
Sniffing out their next meal.
Yeah, they have an incredible sense of smell.
But here's the thing.
But here's the weird part. When scientists looked at their genome,
yeah,
they didn't find a huge number of the usual genes associated with a powerful sense of smell.
Wait, so they have a great sense of smell, but not the genes that we would typically associate with it.
Right.
That's bizarre.
It is, and it suggests they might be using some unusual or as yet undiscovered mechanisms for olfaction.
So there's another mystery to solve.
There always is.
Yeah. So we've talked about their DNA repair, their immune system, their possible cancer resistance, and even their sensory adaptations. All incredible.
It is remarkable.
But sadly, it seems that these amazing creatures are facing some challenges.
Unfortunately, yes. Well, we're just beginning to understand. The secrets of their longevity, their populations seem to be declining.
That's really concerning. Why is that happening?
Well, Greenland sharks grow very slowly, and they take a long time to reach sexual maturity.
Oh, see,
they can live.
They can live for hundreds of years.
Hundreds of years.
That means they don't reproduce as quickly as other fish.
I see. So even a small amount of fishing pressure could have a big impact
on their numbers. And they can be accidentally caught as bycatch in fishing gear intended for other species. That's really sad. It would be a tragedy to lose such a unique and fascinating species.
I agree. That's why this genomic research is so important.
It's not just about understanding their biology.
Understanding their incredible biology, but also about using that knowledge
to inform conservation efforts.
So learning about their genes could actually help us.
Absolutely. The more we understand
in the long run
about their population structure, their life cycle,
and
their vulnerabilities, the better equipped we'll be
to create effective
conservation strategies.
That's really encouraging. It's like, this research is giving us a roadmap.
It is.
For how to ensure these ancient mariners continue to thrive in our oceans.
I like that, ancient mariners. It's a good way to put it.
This has been an incredible journey so far, exploring the mysteries of the Greenland shark. But I feel like we've only just scratched the surface. Every answer seems to lead to more questions.
It really does.
Yeah.
You know, it really is amazing to think that an animal that lives in such a harsh and remote environment could hold so many clues about aging and longevity.
It really is.
You know, and it really highlights how much we still have to learn
so much
from the natural world.
Well, before we wrap up this deep dive, let's recap some of the incredible things we've learned about the Greenland shark.
Okay.
So we started by talking about their mind-boggling lifespan.
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds of years.
Potentially more than 400.
Then we dove into their genome and discovered evidence of an ancient whole genome duplication event.
That's right.
And we learned that they have a whole arsenal of genes dedicated to DNA repair and a supercharged immune system, both of which likely contribute to their incredible longevity.
Yes.
We explored the mysteries of their finely tuned NFB pathway.
That's right.
And those intriguing cancer-related genes that might hold clues to their apparent resistance to this age-related disease.
We even touched on their sensory adaptations, like their blue-shifted vision and their powerful but somewhat enigmatic sense of smell.
It's a mystery.
And we discussed the unfortunate reality that their populations are declining.
Yes.
Emphasizing the importance of using this research to inform conservation efforts.
Absolutely.
It's been a wild ride exploring the world of the Greenland shark. But here's what really blows my mind.
What's that?
This isn't just about a shark. This is about understanding the fundamental processes of aging.
Yeah.
Processes that we share with all vertebrates, including ourselves.
That's right.
So by studying these remarkable creatures, we might unlock secrets that could lead to healthier aging and longer lifespans, not just for sharks, but for humans as well.
That's the hope.
It's like the Greenland shark is a living time capsule.
I like
holding ancient wisdom that could revolutionize how we think about aging and longevity.
It really is a humbling thought.
It is. Well, I think we've given our listeners plenty to ponder today. From the icy depths of the Arctic to the frontiers of genomics, the Greenland shark has shown us that even in the most extreme environments, life finds a way not only to survive, but to thrive.
It's amazing.
A huge thank you to you, our resident expert, for sharing your knowledge and insights with us today.
It's been a pleasure.
And to you, our listeners, thank you for joining us. On this deep dive, we hope you've surfaced the newfound appreciation for the incredible Greenland shark and the secrets it might hold for unlocking a longer, healthier future for us all.
Well said.
Until next time.
Keep exploring.